Although Huzhou lies just 160 kilometers away from the great metropolis of Shanghai, it wasn't until the 1980s that its economy benefited significantly from the success of its near neighbor. These days, Huzhou is prospering as one of the major suppliers of agricultural produce and an industrial base for Shanghai. On top of that, Huzhou has also developed as something of a scenic back garden for holidaymakers from Shanghai.
Mount Longwang, the highest peak in northern Zhejiang, stands in Anji County, Huzhou. It's the place of origin for the mother river of Shanghai, the Huangpu. Clear water flows across valleys and plains, linking Shanghai and Huzhou together. The 300-kilometer path that the water flows across is just like a picturesque landscape painting. People in the two cities share the same origin and were brought even closer together after the nation's reforms and opening up. While Shanghai rapidly rose into a modern metropolis in the Orient, Huzhou, hometown to China's silk, tea, and writing brush culture, has been speeding up construction of a modern ecological coastal city. In the 1980s, township enterprises began to flourish overnight. In Luoshe Town, Dejing County in Huzhou, Wang Huilin, who used to be a carpenter, received an order to build a piano factory. The major difficulty he faced was technique.
因为造钢琴不是普通的家具了，是吧？那肯定是要有技术的，要设计、制造，这个方面一定要有一套人马的，你一个人也不行，因为钢琴它牵涉到前面学库，8000多个零件，你说找一个技术人也不行的，他要全套的人马，所以我们配了一套人马的。我说要搞的话，一定要一套人马，没是一套人马，那这个肯定搞不起来的，是不是啊？
How could he find all these technicians? An idea struck Wang Huilin. He got aboard a ship to Shanghai. He hired 4 senior technicians from piano factories there. But to his surprise, what he did aroused a big stir later. Newspapers carried lots of articles on a strong debate over the reform of the outdated hiring system. Soon, the State Council released a document, and from then on, exchanges in human resources began to get frequent. Thousands of technicians from Shanghai utilized their leisure time on weekends to guide the work at township enterprises in Huzhou. These people were nicknamed Sunday engineers and were treated with great respect. In Luoshe Town, dozens of piano factories emerged, and products manufactured in the factory run by Wang Huilin have been exported to many countries across Europe. Entering the 21st century, the development of Huzhou and its collaboration with Shanghai embraced a new era. Guided by the development strategy identified as connecting to Shanghai and integrating into the Yangtze Delta, Huzhou comprehensively utilizes techniques, capital, talents, market, and information from Shanghai. With a high-tech industrial park serving as the major platform, Huzhou continues to improve its links with Shanghai.
我们这边是工业生物技术中心呢，是由中国科学院、上海生命科学研究院和湖州市政府联办的一个生物技术平台。
那么现在我们的生物医药去年的产值60多个亿，我们的生物医药有许多企业，它的研发就是在上海，而生产基地就在湖州。你说关系密切不密切？ 所以，我们说湖州现在的发展，确实因为有了上海，给我们增添了强劲的动力。
Through the cooperation with Shanghai, Huzhou got its industrial structure properly adjusted and optimized. The economy in Huzhou realized leapfrog development. 4 pillar industries took shape in the city.
我们现在湖州的工业产品。 我们说，出口就是80%， 通过上海转到成港的。我们的招商引资有一半左右就是通过上海而引入的。
On this day, Shanghai-based Wenhui Daily carried an article, Who will be responsible for the building of an ecological village? The writer Ren Wei-zhong said, in the Tianmu Lake area, there's a mountainous area containing several ecospheres. How wonderful it would be if the region could be turned into a base for middle school students in Shanghai to spend their summer camps. They could receive education on environment there. Soon, a lot of students in Shanghai found Ren Wei-zhong. They followed him across many mountains. In August 1999, this green team that had been following Ren Wei-zhong practiced the ideals of ecology and environmental protection in their daily life.
黄浦江源头就在我们湖州。我们同上海在接轨的过程当中，我们也在考虑，我们能够给上海人什么？我们能够向上海引进什么？
In the upper reaches along the Huangpu River, a large-scale treatment project of the environment in western Tiaoxi Brook kicked off. That year, the county government of Anji ordered the closure of a pulp-making workshop of a paper mill, which was located by a reservoir along the upper reaches. But the decision aroused some doubts. Some said this workshop contributed 1/3 to the county's entire fiscal revenue. Anji County was not wealthy at all. Shutting down the workshop would be a great loss. But the determination of the local government was hard to change. In order to improve the living environment of residents along the brook, they made another rule. Any program that might damage the water quality in western Tiaoxi Brook was strictly prohibited.
原来的老这个造纸厂就在水库的旁边。我们把这个老镇港造纸厂关掉之后，整个下游的这个西郊区下游的这个水质，从原来酱油色的这个水变成清澈的水。
Clear water in western Tiaoxi Brook benefits residents living along the two banks of the Huangpu River. In the meantime, personnel exchanges have become increasingly frequent.